Welcome to the Salon Scheduler video on working with your remote devices. That would include your iPad, iPhones, Android phones, Android tablets, as well as Windows 10 or 11 if you have it running on your PC. And it would include the new Macs. They're called the M1 Macs or the M2 Macs now. They have a new chipset, and we do support the new Macs. I'm sorry, if you got an older Mac that doesn't have an M1 or M2, then you're going to have to either switch or use your iPad or your iPhone. Okay, so let me show you how to set up your remote devices. First thing you want to do is tap on the three-line menu here on the top left and tap on Info, Help, or Contact Us. If you're on an older version, you can tap on the question mark on the top right corner. Either way, what you want to do is see there's Text Me Getting Started Info. You can tap that and enter your cell phone number, or you can email yourself the Getting Started Info. Right here, email Getting Started Info. I'd recommend you email it to yourself if you're on a Windows device or on an M2 Mac or an M1 Mac. The reason is you'll be able to just click on your link a lot easier. Okay, but in either of these cases, let me show you. When you send the text, when you choose one of these two options, you're going to get a text message or two that looks something like this. Okay, first thing you'll notice: welcome login token. There's a 13-digit alphanumeric token that you'll be given. You can enter that when you download the app. You can enter this is your token to log in with, and it's case insensitive, so you can do uppercase or lowercase. Just pay attention to zeros and not O's. Ones instead of L's, or fives instead of S's. Those characters can get easily mixed up. But basically, that's why I would suggest you cut and paste if you know how. Okay. We also give you a link. See right here, iPhone-iPad download. So if you've gotten this text message on your iPhone, you can just click on this link right here, and it'll take you directly to the app that we're our app. You can also do the same thing for your Android device. We give you the link for that also. Okay, so now if you sent yourself, let's say you're on a Windows PC, and so you sent yourself an email, then that email is going to look something like this right here. Same thing, you're going to get the login token, and you're also going to get the link right here. You can click on this link, and it'll take you to the Microsoft Store, and you'll be able to download the Salon Scheduler app directly from the Microsoft Store. Okay. Now, these are important because, you can search for these. You can search for Clover, Salon Scheduler, and find it on any of the app markets, but sometimes it's just a little bit harder. This makes it easier. You'll go directly to it. And you can install, all the apps are free, so you can install the apps on your device. Once you install the app, it's going to ask you for your merchant token. And again, this is your merchant token right here. You'll get your own 13 digits for your business. And the employee would log in. The PIN code would be the employee PIN code set up for each employee. That's really important because if they're an admin, they'll have different abilities than if they're just an employee, okay, as far as being set up in the system. Also, if you ever need to turn off an employee, like they're no longer with your company, you can just change the PIN code, in your Clover, change the employee's PIN code, and they'll no longer be able to log in, okay? Now, as far as how to set up the security, tap on the three-line menu and tap on Settings. And then after it does the audit's very important. It basically, if there's any changes in Clover, it'll pick them up, okay? Tap on Merchant Settings and Phones, Windows 10 or 11, okay? When you tap there, you're going to see that you have some options here. And first is, what do your employees see? Do they see the appointments for all the employees, or do they only see their own appointments, okay? The other thing you can set is the appointment schedules. Do the remote employees see can they edit just appointments only, or no appointments, or appointments and schedules? And what remote employees see, can they see customer names only, or customer names and phone numbers? Okay. Now this particular section right here has now been superseded because sometimes you need more granular control. Okay. So what I want you to do is go to Employee Settings, tap on the Settings button on an employee, and see, you can see phone access right here. Okay. This is those same options, but it's a control for each individual employee. Okay. So this is pretty much more useful, and it's kind of superseding what I just showed you. In other words, this is more recommended, the way to set up each employee. So go to each employee, and you can decide what they can view, what they can edit, and if they can see customer names and phone numbers, or if they can only see customer names. Okay, so that's how you set up the security for each of your employees' phones, and then the employee is going to log in using their own PIN code, and whatever you set up there, that's real time. So if you change that, the employee's device is going to change as quickly as it gets those updates. Okay, so once you're done once you've set it up, the remote devices are going to look and feel and act exactly the same as the scheduler on your Clover. We've worked really hard to make sure that the experience is the exact same. The only difference is the remote devices will no longer have the buttons for checkout or add to basket or check in. The main reason is that your phones are not secure devices and payments are not allowed from those insecure devices by Clover as well as by the industry. So everything else, though, you can do everything from those remote devices. Now, you will not be able to log into your remote devices until you've at least set up some of your employees from the Clover device. Okay, so once you set up from the Clover device, then you can log in from any of these other devices and they'll work. If you ever find a sync problem, please contact us at help@appheaven.us. That email is also on the text message you got sent. The other thing you can do is if you ever have a problem with your, like you're not seeing your appointments or everything are in sync. Sometimes it happens because of internet issues or whatever. And so you can tap on the 3-line menu, tap refresh, and you can tap refresh your appointments or refresh all data. Okay. Either one of those is you can use them to refresh your appointments. You can rebuild your customers if you ever need to. If you notice that customers don't seem to be in sync, make sure you use that. Okay. Don't use the remove duplicates or phone numbers unless you talk to us first. That's just, we just want to make sure you do that right. Okay. The last thing is you can use the little sync button right here in the corner. What that's going to do is it's going to sync newly added customers as well as it's going to basically just pull the appointments for today freshly if you need to, just in case you're wondering if your device is in sync or not. Okay. Last thing is notifications for these devices. Tap on the 3-line menu, and then you want to tap on refresh. And I'm sorry, not refresh. Okay. You want to tap on the 3-line menu, and you want to tap on the settings. And under settings, there's a option for appearance. And under appearance, receive notifications. See right there, receive notifications. You want to set that to yes. Okay. And what that's going to do is now your app is going to be able to receive the notifications for, like, if someone schedules online, if someone deletes an appointment, notifications like that will come to your phone. Now, one thing you need to know, these are not real-time notifications, at least not yet. We're working on that. These notifications will be sent out by Apple. They have a smart algorithm that figures out your patterns of usage. For example, they won't send a notification in the middle of the night because they'll figure out you don't use your phone in the middle of the night. Okay. So Apple will basically figure out when to send notifications, and they'll send them as they see fit, probably like up to 10 times a day if they see your usage as such, or if they see that you receive a lot of notifications, they'll up that. So it's kind of smart about that. But so that's how you turn on notifications. Okay, so that's pretty much all you need to know about the Windows 10 or your iPhones, iPads. Just let us know if you have any problems with any of those features at help@appheaven.us. We usually, we'll respond real quickly, and if there's a real problem, we'll fix it immediately. Thank you.